It seems a million years ago, and it was only 2 years ago. I got to go to Penzik for the first time as a very wonderful 50th birthday present. And so my master says to me, Hilla, how would you like to sing the Midlands Army to the battlefield on War Monday? Eep! They'd really like you to do that. Eep, eep! Because there's no pressure there whatsoever. Well, of course, me being me and a bit helium voiced, I said, of course I will, Master Kyrian. And then I said about making sure that I would remember every single word of Midrealm Rise, because at that time I wasn't all that great about getting it in order. But I did that. Now, of course, what happened to me in the summer of my 50th year is that I also happened to injure the tendons in my ankle. And so the entirety of Penzik, especially even now, but especially then 2 years ago, I was a limping, pathetic little thing. And the way to the battlefield from the Midlands camp is not far, and yet it is not, when you are lame, near at all. Did I mention that I also happen to have asthma? So I got up on an early Monday morning, and I'm wearing my lovely garb that I have, and the army was getting ready. Now, in the beginning of my SCA career, I had wanted to fight, but I had wanted to be a fencer. And because I have been in the SCA longer than most of you might think, fencing was not allowed at that time. So I did not fence. I did not become a fighter. But it was always a little bit there in my heart that I missed that. They handed me a tunic, a tabard. The tabard of the Midlands Army I got to wear. And that was an honor, so I put it upon myself, and suddenly I stood straighter. I got put up at the head of this column of brave fighters and marched down, singing my heart out. Now, Sarish set a mighty pace that I somehow managed to keep. And sing. I managed this not because I was strong that day. I managed that not because my lungs were full. I managed that not because my ankle was not in danger of giving out every single second, but because I had behind me the entirety of the Midlands Army marching to the beat of that song, singing to the chorus of that song, and I could feel that strength on the wind. I could feel that strength through the earth. I could feel it through my own veins as we marched as one unit into that battlefield, into that tent, and there we waited, and there over and over and over, rise, rise, Midrealm rise, 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 Midrealm rise, 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 Midrealm rise, rise, and follow Edmund. Over and over, we sang that, and my voice somehow did not give out. My legs did not give out. And when they had planned, the Queen came and gave everyone a token, including me, a humble bard who had not drawn any weapon for the Midrealm, who had never drawn a weapon for the Midrealm, but who stood there that day as one part of the great dragon army that we sang together, rise, rise, Midrealm, rise. Now it is tucked away to be safe, but still one of the most precious things I have ever held in my hand is the favor of the Queen. And I stood there head proud as they marched onto the field, the Midlands Army, singing that song. And that was the first time that I really, really understood Penzik. That was the time that I really understood the dream and my part in it. So rise, Midrealm, rise, march together. For though we may be short of breath, though we may be lame of foot, though we may be praying that we can just get through this, together we stand, together we rise, and together we follow the dragon, Draco Invictus.